Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is the start of Season 1 for the 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series, Nations Cup, and Manufacturers Cup goes on for having a brand new cover for this part of the update on GT7. After we compete from test Season 1 through 3 in every round, it's going to be... Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is the start of Season 1 for the 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series, Nations Cup, and Manufacturers Cup is about to go on for having a brand new theme cover for this update on GT7. After we participate from test Season 1 through 3 in every round, the goal is in to have some different specified car classes along with Group 4 and Group 3 car classes as well to be in the Manufacturers Cup. So today is May 27, and that means the first 3 rounds will be going in on every Friday and Saturday will be switched around along with the Nations Cup will be going in to be participate. So I hope everybody is about to go on to have some very good event schedule. We'll be moving on towards Saturday after the first 3 rounds on Friday along with Nations Cup. It's going to be doing perfectly to be on different specified road cars, including a new Vision Gran Turismo vehicle is now coming in to be part of this update. So right now we are racing at the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout for the Group 3 class for only 4 laps with a number of players up to 16 in the formation start type. So better make sure to have some regulations will be checked up automatically before we will compete. Race settings is now also to be featured to be on the driver rating updates, and sportsmanship rating update is about to be coming in to be featured for this part of the regulation. So better make sure to get yourself prepared, you guys. BOP regulation will be set up automatically for every manufacturer brands to be in the Group 3 class, along with Genesis will be part to be as a partnership along with Toyota and Mazda with other aftermarket brands such as Michelin, Brembo, Alfa, and BBS will be part of it to have a very good official championship event. If you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the competition, and let's begin. Welcome to the first season of the 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series. Manufacturers Cup is about to begin. Group 3 race cars are now ready to go on to be at the Nürburgring. First up we have Lil Mo in the Volkswagen Beetle, second place Tito Bricchi in the Subaru WRX, Star Fox C4 in the Mercedes-AMG GT3, Harvey Mushman is in 4th place, here's myself in 5th place with the UDRS in Sportec livery, 8863TC is in position number 6. Horse Below Reaper is now entered in position 7. Here's Neobro in position 8. 9th place we have Jay Douglas in the Subaru WRX Group 3. 10th place Resort Crabs is now good to go by having a very good excellent livery. Here's Rack Attack in 11th place. Jay Iradro from Brazil in 13th place. And we have Will_Hog2 in the 2018 Ford GT. The Lucius unit in 14th place, GTMX DR Bronca is now entered in 15th place, and Johnny Ferrari takes on in the last position. Now let's go in to have that rolling start, and also to have the camera to be right down below on the apexes without staring at my Corvette. But anyway, This is going to be the first ever part of this year's championship event, you guys, just like Test Season 2, and this time it's about to go official by taking 4 laps around in the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout. Perfect moment and an excellent racing opportunity to see who will become the first ever winner of this year's Manufacturers Cup in about 3 seconds, and goes on underway to have a very good, excellent straightaway to be in the first round in this year's 2022 series of the Manufacturers Cup. Good luck and do your best out there, racers. This will be a very good, proud Group 3 racing moment to be. It's going to be a very excellent race to be at the Nürburgring. Team UDRS in Sportec is now currently to be on the number 5 spot to catch up with 4 drivers, is now rearing up to be on the upper start. Gonna have to master every corners and every sector before we're about to go on to be part of the Notionney Ilby section. It's gonna get much excellent to see spectators are going in to cheer some best racers to be in the first round. Coming in onto the first part is going to have to take the hairpin before moving on to take Sector 2 to be cleared and check. Sector 3 we go, and do your best out there, racers. It's going to get much challenging and handling to do a very good, excellent line formation. But looks like horse_below Reaper is now coming in to overtake in Sportec's current position. Team Subaru in position number 5 is about to go right in, and oh boy, it looks like this is going to be having a contact close call out there. For several drivers, will have to be very careful to get caught in the penalty. That's how number 1 main rule of the FIA Gran Turismo Championship is going to be a very tough time to see who might be taking the blame. But we have to make sure to have. Oh man, looks like there goes another contact out there, and its Subaru is now going in, and Sportec drops down onto position 12 after Road_Hog2 overtakes as well. Ouch, looks like that's going to be a hard way to see it, but the rear bumper might become out a bit that someone might have to go in to have that penalty, will be eligible to have a next penalty line to be coming out on every corners to be in the Notionney Ilby section. And by the way, just going to have to drive careful when having a competition is going to be a big deal for every Gran Turismo players for having a very big day. So let's go and catch up with several racers after having some series of drama. Now let's go and kick it up on the high gear. Road_Hog2 in the 2018 Ford GT race car is now currently to be right in, and coming back on to position number 11, while Team Sportec is now staying down onto position 12. Next sector is on the way, and it's going to get much challenging out there for Team UDRS in Sportec after Test Season 2 from the first round may turn out to become the official 2022 series to be in the first season. Will Sportec can actually have to take on with the hardest part ever yet to facing up with these opponents? We'll have to find out soon, because the struggle is about to get real. And there it goes. Horse_below Reaper in a 3-second penalty. Oh man, looks like there it goes. Looks like one of the Corvette just barely slammed in at Team UDRS in Sportec, while Subaru is now pushing in by the offense to go aggressive. Just gonna have to be very careful, you guys. This race is gonna get much harder, bigger, and also to become a very less worse to see it. But the racing drama is about to get real. Now hang on to the next sector by the last minute. Horse_below Reaper is now currently in the number 11 position to catch up to Road_Hog2 in 10th place. Lil Mo is now currently to be in the number 1 spot to take the lead to be a very good, excellent American GT racers to be the first one to take the podium in every 4 laps around in the Nürburgring. Starts out to be on the late afternoon by having a partly cloudy condition, but we'll make sure if we could probably have to see some rain at any time before nighttime. We'll be going in to take the twilight. That's how the racing time is about to get realistic, because the time condition will go forward just like every racetrack from the last test season. Meanwhile, several racers are having a hard time to be well control of the handling according to the update. So now we have Resort Crabs is dropping down onto position 11 after being overtaken by Horse_below Reaper is now moving on in position 10. However, UTRS in Sportec and the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 is still pushing up to be on the current progression to be halfway there onto the National Ilpe section of the track along with a Grand Prix layout as well. So let's see how the curved straightaway for separate racer they go. And for Team UTRS in Sportec, we'll have to do the most important racing strategy is to go exercise caution. But here's Harvey Mushman is now dropping down onto position 10. We have a same Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 is currently to be on the side-by-side along with Resort Crafts. Oh boy, looks like this is definitely might be having a side contact. Just gonna have to be very careful. Try not to get hit at each other because that's not part of a racing competition. We just really want to see something to become very professional. There we go. Sportec is now moving up on to position 11. Take your time and keep a good steady pace on the handling. This race might have to go endurance without having a pit stop. But keep an eye out because the tires is also to be stay in the hard compound category. And here comes the carousel for every racer will go on the inside. And if anything possible to take the outside, we might have to do a warm-up to be on the practice. There you go. Not so bad. Not so clever to see how the inside of the carousel might be a very good piece of cake. But here comes the tricky corners to be this part of the sector, just like International A license back then. Resort Crafts, the Porsche 911 RSR in the Taxi Star livery is getting closer to Road_Hog2 in the 2018 Ford GT race car. And here it goes again. Looks like there goes another contact by Harvey Mushman in the same Porsche before Sportec dives in to take action. Hold on, looks like it's going to get much closer out there because Resort Crafts might need some space. It's about to go heated up by retaliation at Harvey Mushman for Resort Crafts. Road_Hog2 takes the defense to be going in to be on the next corner at the right section of the turn. Stay on track. It's a fierce battle of the mid-engine layout between 4 and 2 Porsche, along with one Team Chevy is about to go right in to be on the lineup before coming in to get through with some series of tight corners to be on a tricky section. And there it goes. Looks like Resort Crabs is losing control and goes off the track and landed by the sand trap to be giving some hard time to be on a quick recovery. That makes Harvey Mushman and Road_Hog2 will take the battle in 9th place, will go underway. It's going to get much fierce challenging to go crowded by every car in this race to be well challenging to be on a track. But I'll make sure if Road_Hog2 can barely survive this part of the tricky course before Sportec might have to step it up and take on the flower bed. And there goes. Harvey Mushman in the Porsche 911 RSR with a different livery takes position number 9 along with Road_Hog2, and Team UTRS in Sportec is now coming in to be at the straightaway. We'll be going safe and clear. Short lap is going to get much longer out there for only 3 more to go remaining. But it's no longer to have 3 laps, it's about to go 4 laps by having a 24-minute endurance, by having a late afternoon before the nighttime. It's about to go shine up to have the headlights will be turned on to be earlier by the recommend. But we got several drivers to be forcefully to be slowed down before coming in towards the final turn, before coming back onto the Grand Prix circuit section of the layout. But here it goes. Looks like Jay Douglas in the Subaru. Oh man, looks like that's what... This cannot be good. It's a 3-car collided collision course at the final corner before Utic barely survived and dodges it by having a close call contact. Absolutely job well done to see it, and several of the racers didn't do their best out there to be very careful to take the final corner in the Nürburgring. But not to mention because the instant replay will be called in to be under investigated. Halfway there, viewers. Lap number 1 clear. No check on the fastest lap before we will move on in lap number 3. But we're in the 2nd lap and go right back onto the Grand Prix section layout. We'll be going in to take 4 sectors to be progressively. 28 seconds in the total gap time for the top 3 drivers. Lil Mo is now currently to be in the #1 position to take the lead, along with 2 Brazilian racers. Tio Bricky and Star_Fox64 is now currently in 2nd and 3rd position to be at the spot. But however, it could be quite possible to have the 4th and 5th place driver is now battle out each other to be in the middle of the Grand Prix section of the Nürburgring before coming back onto the National Ilbe. But keep an eye out, folks. It's about to go less percentage on the rain, so we could probably have to give a good use of the new updated version of the weather radar. Will be quite very good to be well used. But it looks pretty cool, by the way, to have this update is also to have a zoom out and zoom in to be featured with this function. Time to get back in to do some racing action. Team UDRS Insportec is currently on the #8 spot after having 3 cars to be having loose control towards the final turn at the Nürburgring National Ilbe before coming back onto the Grand Prix layout for Team Insportec. But clearly we're having a one-piece effort out there for having one Corvette to master the turns and tricky corners to be in the Nürburgring National Ilbe after leaving the Grand Prix layout. But still goes on to be on the further ways. We'll have to keep push up and halfway there to be on every corners to be reached up for every drivers, and about a few more gap distance to go before several drivers will have to get a chance to be forcefully to slow down to drive well and respectfully for the competition. Another sector clear. Now go up the hill and take the right corner for Team UDRS Insportec. 4.4 seconds to catch up to horse_below Reaper in the Subaru WRX Group 3. Still catches up and go pace up for the increased acceleration to have a supercharger Corvette who will have to take that good excellent straightaway to be on the tougher terrain. Time to slow down and pass through underneath the Yokohama Bridge sign. Sector clear check and move on to take the next one before the 16th sector will be at the straightaway to go longer and faster to take a good roll of a drag race. There you go, just gonna have to stay on track to be part of the Amberg track section. Keep coming in, follow that line and do the apex just like every Group 3 racer since the 24-hour of the Nürburgring event. There you go. Corner successful to be reached up and stay on the inside without losing control of the traction stability. On to the last minute, folks. Harvey Mushman in the Porsche 911 RSR is catching up to Team UDRS Insportec in about 0.8 seconds behind the gap. Looks like one Porsche is about to go aggressive before Team Chevy is about to switch up and go for the defense to take the battle. So meanwhile, Neil Bro in the Mazda Atenza Group 3 is now currently to be at position 7 after being overtaken by horse_below Reaper, moves on in position 6. But the 5th and 4th place driver is still battle out each other to catch up in every separate distance of the gap before Porsche is about to have the next car will be coming in to have a rightful turn with a penalty effect in 3 seconds for Harvey Mushman. So let's go and kick it up on the high gear to take the second curve straightaway as we go. Pass by over to be on the Gran Turismo icon and proceed forward to be on the left turn to be on the curve straightaway in the next sector. Hopefully, remaining drivers can probably have to do much better chances to master the carousel. Now's the time to go right in to be on the inside apexes. We'll have to go right over to be on the tricky corners, just like International A license to do on the final exam. Well, of course, I just already got the International A license for the full walkthrough. You should probably have to go watch it because it takes many good attempts to be having a good achieve on gold. But other attempts of exams might be quite had to do some hard work to be in the progress. And there it goes again by the last second. Late breaking point on this corner before proceed onto the carousel. That makes Harvey Mushman is now going right in position 8 with a penalty of 3 seconds. UTRS Insportec has the opportunity, will have to get catched up to the Porsche with a penalty to be on the same effect. But here comes the tricky corners. We go, hit the brakes, and follow the line, just like doing the perfect exam to be on the final run. New sector is on the way. Take that next turn at the right before going in to take the left. Harvey Mushman is still barely trying to keep holding on, folks. Team UTRS Insportec barely got it because the improved handling for the update is going to be quite, turns out, remarkable. Very good stability for Harvey Mushman. Take that next turn at the right corner before going in to take the left. Press on and get closer to be on the gap in about 1.1 seconds. Keep a good steady line and going much further away for Porsche. And that means Team UTRS Insportec is going away and take another round for a rematch. And oh boy, looks like there it goes. Looks like Harvey is now losing control to be at the right corner turn to be perceived before Insportec barely made a good ticket spot to stay on in position number 8. That's more like it. Team UTRS Insportec becomes a sole survivor to race at the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout to go endurance for this part of the first race in the 2022 Series Manufacturers Cup. It's going to get much excited out there to have this race without any pit stop, along with mandatory requirement is going to have to do a main roll step. But we'll have to find out to see, because the final lap we might have to get closer towards nighttime. There we go. Now for the final sector we proceed after the 15. And there goes Lil Mo, fastest lap time before Teo Briki takes over to have 8 minutes 18.874 seconds in lap number 3 to proceed forward after having lap number 2 to be placed to be on the new record. So make sure keep going faster while you can by over 8 minutes by under 20 seconds is going to be on the main goal for every racer if you can probably have to be well achieved to be on the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout. So let's keep going forward in about 30 seconds to be passed and over. And now we're about to go in to be on the dusk time by having a good correction guess. Team UTRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 is now currently to be on the main record in 8 minutes 31.313 seconds before moving on in lap number 3. But good job for Teo Briki to beat Lil Mo's lap time to be in the lead. Faster times to see how the top 3 drivers might have to turn south to become quicker and earlier, just like having a main rule of the practice we'll have to do perfectly to be on the main time before joining session on the lobby. So meanwhile, let's go on to have a good racing action moment for Team UTRS Insportec to be on this part of the Scooch Hammer corner before moving on in sector number 3. It's almost getting dark out there, viewers, but we still got a lot of daylight out there because the clouds are still covered around in the skies. But we'll make sure if we can probably have to see some good clear skies when the clouds are about to be moved around to be on the real time. Let's get out from the Grand Prix layout and go right back in again to be on the Noshino-Ilpe corner to do a tricky round. So meanwhile, we got some good several racers are still ongoing on each other to catch up in every gap distance in the total time in 40 seconds before Team UTRS Insportec will have to catch up to Neobro will be the first one to go right in. Position number 7 in Team Mazda is now going to have to stay right on top of Team Subaru. In position 6, driven by horse_below Reaper, is now going to have to catch up onto the position number 5 driver, is now going to be currently to be on the next of the list. But only a few more minutes until nighttime. It's about to go brighter. The headlights will be turned on, but better make sure to be on the lookout. There might be some low percentage chance of rain will be coming in at any moment. That's how the windshield wipers will be giving a good main cue moment to see it. Weather radar is here, and there it is, you guys. The light blue ones indicate might be some rain coming in. Here goes nothing, and press on to be on the next corner to be at the nick of time. Okay, looks like the windshield wipers is on. Let's keep on driving, you guys. Keep on driving until we have to survive to get through. Things might be going well so far out there for the top 3 drivers. Lil Mo is still currently to take the lead, but what about Teo Freaky and Star_Fox64 from 2 Brazilian racers in position 2 and 3? They can still barely try to keep holding on to each other to have every separate distance in the gap. But it might be possible to have a 4th place driver will be coming in to overtake one of the Brazilian racers. Will might have to get closer after having some series of losing corners on the handling. But be very careful, because driving on the Nürburgring 24h to be on the nighttime might be getting serious at this moment. Let's keep things up a bit. Go on smoothly and have that braking point to be entered to be in the red zone. Excellent corner technique for Team UDRS in Sportec. Switched up onto the 3rd gear, and 14 seconds to catch up to Neobro in Team Mazda is now currently onto the number 7 position. But horse_below Reaper is still currently to catch up to the 5th place driver in about a few gap distance to go remaining onto the curved straightaway. But there they go right now. Mazda and Subaru is about to go battle out each other to be in the lane of the chase, to have that gap distance to be close in, to be shorter times before the nighttime is about to get brighter and darker to be in the skies. But luckily, the rain might be still out there to be on the wet surface. Hopefully, it will be stopped at any time soon, because we're about to get back in to do some dry racing to be in the clear weather. Okay, there it goes right now. Rain percentage on the surface is about to get decreased. And there you go. The rain has stopped. Nighttime is perfectly to be at the moment, viewers. The race still goes on in the 3rd lap before the final lap is about to go underway for the top 3 drivers, and Lil Mo is still currently to take the number 1 spot position in the lead. He'll make sure he'll have to win this race for the first ever in the 2022 Series Manufacturers Cup on the first round of Friday, before the next round will be scheduled to be switched around on Saturdays, along with Nations Cup for the next 3 rounds. So let's keep going and do some tricky consecutive corners to do a very good, excellent technique to be on the nighttime condition. The spectators are really love to enjoy having a nighttime moment before it's midnight. Everything goes well, and take a good progression. We'll have to stay on top of each other before Teo Freaky and Star_Fox64 is still trying to catch up in about a few more gap distance to go remaining to be well separated after having some losing control of the handling corners to be much situated. Next sector is clear, but hopefully it's going to be on sector number 9. But only having some few more sectors to go to stop at number 16 is going to get much longer to be on the progression around this track. Gonna have to go right in to avoid the sand trap to be slowed down without losing control of the grip. Halfway there, viewers. We can still barely try to get through this before we're about to go in to be at the straightaway. Another sector clear. Press on to be in the next one, to be on the next corner, to be on the route. There we go. Gonna have to keep trying. And here comes the flower bed to be on the next turn by the corner. So let's see how Lil Mo is doing so well. He's coming in to stay on top of the lead before beating Teo Freaky's lap time in 8 minutes 18.874 seconds before Lil Mo is about to go right in to be on the new record attempt. But here comes, the final lap is about to go underway, viewers. One of the top 3 drivers is about to go right in to take action. And still goes on for Teo Freaky is now going to be staying on in position 2 by having an updated record after proceed on to lap number 3. But will faster times might be going on for several GT racers in the first round of the Manufacturers Cup in the 2022 series. Season 1 is going to have to become a very good official championship event after participating in 3 test seasons. Okay, that hit the spot. It looks like I'm just about to get much better this time after having a flu sickness day for me, but never mind that. Let's move on to take the final lap, and we go on to have a very good, excellent podium finish for the top 3 drivers. It's nighttime, and that means Lil Mo has been overtaken by Teo Freaky is now moving on to take the lead, and there goes Lil Mo to climb back up onto position number 1 to be in the number 1 leading spot. That's how one American racer can actually have to take a very good, best, remarkable winning spot moment to take on in the FIA Gran Turismo Championship of the 2022 Series Manufacturers Cup. But will Teo Freaky can actually have to keep pushing in to catch up to Lil Mo's current leading position in about a few more chances before going right back in to be at the Nürburgring Ilpe for one more time. But it's going to be on Lil Mo's decision. He might have to win this race or represent a different manufacturer brand. Talk about having Volkswagen is going to be the very good, excellent number 1 manufacturer brand to be part of it. So let's keep pushing forward and have a very good view background look on the castle. Wonderful and beautiful when we pass by before going back onto the Nürburgring Ilpe. And here comes the shortcut chicane we go. Pass on for Team UTRS in Sportec. And here comes the nighttime. We're having a very good best moment to be on Nürburgring Ilpe from the last lap earlier. Let's slow down and keep up the pace and stay safely to be on the driving zone to be well capable for only one Group 3 racer to see how the nighttime is about to go realistic to have some spectators around on every track in every route of the corner. Okay, let's stay on track. Keep pushing forward. The final lap is going to be a very big deal for all of us. We can still do a perfect best moment to be in the Nürburgring. 14 seconds remaining to catch up to Neobro in the Mazda Atenza Group 3. Still catch up on to Horse_below Reaper in position number 6 in the Subaru WRX Group 3. But still gets much longer out there for every Gran Turismo racers and 16 players without one of them have left the lobby to be a part of the final race entry. Well, of course, I just been working forever if I could probably have to do a perfect ways to come up with an alternate solution before putting up a brand new update on GT7 because of my absence from yesterday. So let's keep going and take that next corner to be part of the Amberg section of the track. Stay on it. 15 seconds for Nürburgring in the Mazda Atenza Group 3 is still coming in to be on the same position, along with other racers are still comes around and goes around to master this part of the section corner in the National Elbe at the Nürburgring. But this might be getting closer towards nighttime. Is going to have to still on the twilight effect. We'll have to keep up and go for clean racing by the chance. So meanwhile, looks like Harvey Mushman in the Porsche 911 RSR is now gunning right in to catch up to Team UTRS Insportec in about 6.2 seconds without having a pit stop endurance. Hopefully, it's going to get much thrilling and incredible to see how Porsche can actually have to go for the offense to catch up to the number 8 position driver led by Team UTRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. But it's going to get much further out there for the top 3 drivers before proceed on to the carousel corner to be on the next turn to be at the right corner before taking the left turn at the carousel. Will be step up before Lil Mo will be going in to take the first one to be at the nighttime session to be in this condition. But there goes Lil Mo. He could probably have to do it. Mastering the carousel is going to be a very good easiest step opportunity for only one American GT racer, along with 2 Brazilian racers are now coming in to be on the lineup as well. Staying on track and go progressively to see how 7 drivers is going to be well further away for the long distance in about a total gap distance of 57 seconds. But keep up the pace. But it'll make sure that UTRS Insportec will have to survive the night before the finish line will be coming in at any moment. Lil Mo could probably have to take that good tricky corners to be on consecutives, just like International A license is going to have to do perfectly to be in the main role of the spotlight. Stay on track on this corner for Team UTRS Insportec. And here we go for only one more turn at the carousel. Excellent maintained strategy pace and go on to have that good forward to be in the tricky corners at the next turn. That's more like it. It's going to get much excellent to see how the top 3 drivers along with several opponents are still coming in from position number 4 through 7. It's going to have to do some separate corners. We'll have to go challenging. But it will might have to do it best out there, you guys. It's about to go 1 minute to be in the lane of gap for only number 8 driver to be at the position. But here comes the halfway mark on the fuel. 50% remaining is about to go depleted soon until the finish line is about to come in to be at the checker flag. Before taking the flower bed for Lil Mo, he's going right in, folks. He proceeds to take the straightaway. He goes and do a full stretch to be maximized to be at the full top speed. He could probably have to do it, folks. Lil Mo can probably have to do it. He could probably have to take that first place winner in round 1 of the 2022 series of the Manufacturers Cup in season 1. It's going to be a very good, excellent first place winner to be dominated at the Nürburgring. But Theo Bricke is going to have to catch up, and there goes Rack Attack is now moving on in position number 3 to be at the perfect moment to be on the patient spot. There you go, Rack Attack. You can go on and take on in a top 3 position whenever you like to be placed up to be in the spotlight. And there you go for Lil Mo to take the final turn and press on to be right back onto the Grand Prix circuit. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Lil Mo takes the win in first place in round 1 of season 1 of the 2022 series Manufacturers Cup. Lil Mo has successfully dominated the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout and takes the win for having a very good first place podium finish. Now that's competition, you guys. Now that's a very good, excellent, over 30-minute competition to be well endurance by having a different role of a 24-minute endurance. How incredible is that to see how this race might be turns out with a very good, excellent green light for go. Now for the 4th and 5th place driver have finally finished, is now going to be checked up to be in the flag. That makes Nürburgring is finished in 7th place. UDRS Insportec will might have to do one last stand before Harvey Mushman is now coming right in about 3.8 seconds remaining before proceed on to the checker flag to be at the 8th place finish. But what a very good, fantastic night, you guys. What a very good, fantastic night, and a good call to have a main outcome to be in the first results to be this part of the main segment to this video. But good job, you guys. Team Volkswagen takes the win to have a very good, excellent first place position to be at the podium. Teo Freaky in the Subaru WRX Group 3 finished in 2nd place, and also to have Rack Attack in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 takes at the bronze. Good race, you guys. Good race. So now the rewards are about to be going stacked up perfectly after spending some time to be farming work on the Clubman Cup Plus edition. That's more like it. 3-star roulette ticket is now received for the driving marathon. Alright, replay save. What a very good 4-lap endurance race at the Nürburgring, you guys. As for today's temperature was also to be turns out by over 50 degrees Fahrenheit to be on today's forecast is partly cloudy, but also to have a less percentage rain might become in by any a few minutes. But it was a lot of fun out there for having the first round in the official 2022 series of the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup is now going to be the first one to be on Friday. Perfect time is going to be on Saturday. It's May 28th. We'll be doing Nations Cup. We'll be participate to be at Suzuka Circuit for having a very good selected specified car to be in the one-make race. So let's go into congratulations to Lil Mo in the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3. Finally did it in 1st place. Teo Freaky in 2nd place in the Subaru WRX Group 3. And Rack Attack in 3rd place with a Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017. Just give me one moment. Teo Freaky. Alright, message sent, and they did a good job out there to take 4 laps around the track. It's going to get much longer, challenging, and better out there to have any kinds of specific Group 3 race car to be on the most brilliant challenge, just like Test Season 2 in the first round of the Manufacturers Cup. But it's going to get much excellent out there for only one race, and that means 5 more rounds to go before we're about to move on in June. It's right in the go for the 2022 series for the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup on every Friday and Saturday before the first 3 rounds will be switched over to have every day by the opposite. It turns out to become very perfectly to be in the first race at the Nürburgring 24-hour track for only a Group 3 class to take 4 laps, just like Test Season 2 in the first round by having 3 laps will go endurance to be longer it takes. But perfectly to be on a partly cloudy condition to be on the late afternoon before during the nighttime is going to become very realistic to have a very good moment out there to be on the racing highlights. So right now, round 1 is finished, and moving on in round 2 for the Manufacturers Cup to be coming up on June 3rd, 2022 to be at Sardinia Road Track C for the Group 4 class will get started out to have a mandatory requirement will be featured to be on the regulation. Correction is a very good simple because hard racing compound tires will be featured to have a main requirement along with the soft racing compound tires to be part of the regulation. Perfect time to be at the right go until Nations Cup will be doing the first one to be on May 28th, and that means Saturday until for today. So let's have a good look for the event schedule. Round 1 is complete. Now, moving on in round 2 is next Friday, you guys. so better make sure to get yourself practice to have a Group 4 race to be on the C-course layout of Sardinia Rail Track will go underway. But also to have 3 rounds is now also to be featured on Friday before round 4 through 6 will be switched over onto Saturday along with Nations Cup. So let's go back to the GT garage and get myself or having a perfect moment to be on the roulette ticket. I've been working hard like forever to participate in the Clubman Cup Plus edition at Tokyo Expressway for farming work to have some more currency credits by exactly to be at 4.2 million. It's going to get much higher to have some good preparation to have 3 cars for today's update since I have been absent on May 26. 9 gifts, and that means a very good excellent moment to have 4 and 3 star roulette ticket after completing a driving marathon. So let's start out to have 2 3 stars before I'm about to have a very good excellent prize rewards to see which one should I get. But this time I'll have to make sure to go for the better high price. Is about to be on the perfect moment if I could probably have to avoid a low price amount. There you go, looks like a perfect prize card received, and it's a 2014 Lexus RCF is now also to be added and registered to the card index. Perfect color in red, and a very good excellent radiant red contrast layering is now perfectly to be adding up by 95 collector points. So beautiful and experience amazing to have this good Lexus. Now for the second ticket, but I can't wait to see which prize should I get for another round. And this time I could probably get the KTM Expo R. Okay, looks like 5,000 Gran Turismo credits. But I'll make sure I'll have to hold on to it until the expiration date will be on further notice. Alright, looks like this is the perfect time to wrap this up, you guys. I'll make sure if I could probably have to start filling out with some more roulette ticket by daily until the expiration date will be stopping in on June 28th. But I'll make sure if I could probably have to get a perfect prize car or a certain part along with invitation, and especially to have some high valuable gold currency credits will be adding up onto your current balance. But it's going to be a much excellent moment out there to have this update will go up to have a new video since yesterday of my absence. I'll make sure if I could probably have to go out and start with round 1 of the Nations Cup after Manufacturers Cup to be in the first round in the very first season. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.